Hello and welcome. I am Scrapperlock, and this is Satisfactory Early Access Update 3. And we're at our base, and as you can see, I've done a whole bunch more work on the ceiling in here. We're on the first floor of the base. I still haven't fixed the concrete. This is just supposed to be where the limestone comes in, and these constructors are supposed to be up on the third floor. But I did manage to fix the caterium. So what I've got here, and this is the beginnings of what I'm going to try to do over here, right? I haven't done any of it yet, but the idea of putting 3 conveyor belts on each side up on the second wall height up so that we can use this one to go in and out. I don't know if it's going to be high enough to drive the truck through, but I don't use the truck that much, so um, so I think this will be fine. We have over here the caterium comes in, and again there's 2 more heights to come through here, 2 more, like we can put things at 2 more heights. The caterium is coming in from a single pure node at 120 speed. It's coming into this container in here, down here, back out, and shoots out through the wall. We don't really need to touch the caterium because then it's going to go upstairs to the smelters. What I've also got here is I had 3 or 4 containers full of caterium, and I'm trying to empty them out. I'm not going to be able to empty them all out, I think, because there's 4 containers here, but I only have 3 upstairs. And I'm just bringing them up to just try and empty them out so I don't just delete them all, because it's kind of a waste to do that, but I don't feel like manually carrying them up. So what I've got is I've got a stairwell here, but I just want to show you I've got a little nook inside. This is underneath the stairs. Again, I've got a crafting bench and a couple of little storage containers, and this just is a passageway to go through to the stairwell, or the ramp, I guess, that leaves us to go up to this smelting floor. We come up to the smelting floor, and up here is the beginnings of our caterium smelting. I see the beginnings because we're only doing a little bit of it. We've got a single line coming through, and if you do the math on it, each one of these uses 45 ore per minute. We're bringing 120 in, so we can't quite keep these things going 100%, but they're close. And in fact, if what we want to do, if we can, so this takes 45 a minute, but we're not really putting out 45 a minute, so we can lower this down just a little bit. 5/45 is about 10%, so let's bring it down to like this. And 41.4, so let's bring it down a little more, 90%. Can we get it to, let's just type it in. That's exactly what we want. So it'll take a little bit less power and consume 4.4 watts a second, since we can't really run the thing at exactly max speed. We can run this one at max speed because it's the first one that splits off. But so 45 comes off of here out of 120, and then we're only going to have 75 come through, and then it would split to like 38 and 38. So now what's going to happen is 40 will come off, and then it should be very close to max. These guys are ready for when we get a second line of caterium coming through, but right now we don't have a second line of caterium coming through, so they're just sitting idle. They're powered up and ready to go. So the output from both of these comes over here, and we got our caterium bars from this array, comes in here, from this array comes down this way, and we'll go into that group. But there's nothing coming in right now. And gosh, this is actually not even. I'm going to have to fix that. These are only moving at 60 because the caterium ingots only come out at 15 a minute, so times 3 is 45. Now, once we get more caterium coming in, like with a Mark II node, we can simply power all 6 of these. But if we get a second Mark II miner, right, we're going to need more, so we're going to have to add 3 more to each side, and so we'll just expand this in that direction. Then if we go upstairs, because these things are being shot out up there, right, you can see the bars going out. We go upstairs, and now I don't have this really finished out yet because I'm still building. You can see I'm building stuff over there, and I'm going to take you over there a little bit too. But after we get done with our tour, I want to actually go exploring over there. So we have our caterium ingots, and I've totally worked out exactly how I want to do this, and you'll see the design of each of these arrays is a little different because I'm still trying to work out what I want to be sort of the standard design for the factory. Maybe we won't have a standard design and we'll just use a lot of different possible designs. But anyway, the Caterium ingots come in here. This one's not working. They come in this way. They get split up this way into these constructors that are all working pretty much at full speed. And as we come over here, we get quick wire coming out. And it's actually coming out like super fast. Each one of these puts it out at 60, so this is 120 on each side. So I had to build 2 arrays of storage containers. And then over here, the Caterium's coming in. It should be going up, but I did not set that up. So let's go ahead and set that up real quick. I don't know if we can. I can't set that up, so I'll have to do that when I come back, because I got rid of the reinforced plates. They're downstairs because I want to go on a tour with you guys, and I don't want to carry too much material with me. Not a tour, but on an exploration. Let's go over this way, and I want to show you one other thing that I'm doing on this side. So I will pause it, and I'll bring you back when we're on the other side. Okay, we're back at the hub. You remember I brought it up here last time. I've also changed some things. This sky bridge now goes completely over to the ramp for the space elevator, and then I kind of cleaned this up a little bit over here, although I'm still obviously building on it, and turned this into a vertical ramp. And you can see that we've got our little pests back because this thing has never been running. It's actually been off the whole time. But that's more limestone, and there's actually more limestone over there, and I think over there. So we've got to bring 3 more lines of limestone in, which means we're going to be making a lot more concrete. But before we do that, we've got to power up another coal generator line. And to do that, we're going to need steel to bring in the materials faster. So we got to get steel going, but before we do that, since we have tons of these reinforced plates, where are they? Here. Here. We have tons and tons of reinforced plates over here. We have tons and tons of these rotors. So I figured, let's start making smart parts. So we are currently making smart plating. We need 500 of them for the next level of putting stuff up the space elevator. We made 42 already. So we're going to just let this thing make smart plates, and then when it's done, when it's got 500, I'll just stop it. And then we can try making the other stuff. The other stuff needs modular frames. What is it? And it needs steel, right? So the versatile framework, we need steel. So we got to get our steel going, and then we've got tons of modular frames. So if you look at what it needs, you press X to see this and click parts. It needs a single modular frame and 12 steel, right? So if we come over here and look at the modular frames, right, because we're going to need 500 of them, we're done. We already have enough modular frames for that. So all we're really going to need is the steel. Get a little bit of lag. So anyway, I'm going to head back over there. You see our our bridge going across. We're going to go over that bridge, and we're going to go up there and up there. And you know what, guys? The space is going to be so high that eventually there's going to be a bridge from that top plateau over the base, which is going to be pretty darn cool. But that's going to be a while because we're going to have to go up a couple more floors. And my guess is once we really ramp up production, look at this, you can see a lot of it stopped because we're just made so much stuff and things are getting filled up. But once we really ramp up production, instead of just using local nodes and bringing everything in from all over the place, using oil generators and stuff, once we start doing that, guys, this base may not even be big enough and we may have to build another base. But we'll see. I'm going to build my way back over there, and I'm not going to make you watch that, and then when we are at the bridge, I will bring you back and we will go on a little adventure. I will be right back. Alright guys, we are back. By the way, if you just wanted to see, we've been playing 12 hours. I think you guys have seen maybe half of that. Maybe a little bit more. I feel like I've been playing a lot more than 12 hours. I feel like it might have reset itself somehow. Anyway, so we're now walking along this really cool sky bridge. I gotta say, I absolutely love that. When this is all finished, it's gonna look super amazing cool. It's going to be super fun. I really like this. So we head across our sky bridge. I think it looks really nice, actually, in here. I like that, you know, every fifth one we have these walls, which I think makes it just look a little more interesting, gives it some character. I still haven't decided what color I want to make everything, so if you have any ideas on what colors we should use, feel free to leave a comment. One thing we can do if we decide on a standard color that we want to make, like the default is orange, we want to replace that with something. We can just replace that color and it will replace it through the whole base. So, we are here and we are ready to explore. So there is a cave over here, it looks like. And there is some of this nasty gas. So we're not going to be able to go in there right now. We got some barrel nuts, which is cool. Apparently they've changed the respawning rate on the nuts. These are just leaves. Leaves. This stuff all makes wood if you mow it down with the chainsaw. I don't know if we're going to have to do any building to keep going up. I think we might. I remember making a ramp going up here, like all the way up. It was a pain in the neck to make with conveyor belts to go up. Or that was the plan. I don't think I ever actually did that. Pretty high up now, and you can see there's our generator plant. There's our base. There's our space elevator. What a cool landscape. If we want to, we could extend the base way over to there and way over that way and all the way over to here if we really want. I've got 100 rebar, so hopefully that will help us. Alright, so there is some gas over here. If I remember right, there was a way to get around this. I can't remember what it is. I think I built my way up there to go over it. So maybe we shall do that. Right? So let's see. 5. Now this obviously is not going to be square to our build. We don't care. We just want to avoid the gas. You know, I always used to build with foundations when we started because we didn't have these ramps. But now that we have these ramps, to me it's easier to just do this. Okay. And then we need to go up again. We're up here. There's some nasties over there. Looks like we've got a bit of a deposit sitting up in the sky. Sulfur. I've got a bunch of beacons with us so we can mark things down. Thought I saw a pig beast over there and I thought it might be an alpha. No, it doesn't look like it. It's just a regular. Okay, so now we gotta watch out that we don't want to run back too far. And get hit. And like fall off rather. Right, that killed him. So we killed 2 of them. One thing I should do is put a beacon by the ramp so that I don't get lost. So let's do that. We're just going to call it Sky Ramp or whatever, I don't care. Alright, so we now know where that is. And now there's some of these some of these guys over here, these guys that jump up and spray poison at you, but it looks like... Oh, I thought we had a node over here, but we don't. So there's a lot of poison up here. It's dangerous. There's some poison there. Try to avoid the poison. So, yes, I don't know, about 6 months ago I was doing a playthrough, and I actually put the space elevator right here in this lake. I hear a pig beast. There he is. Okay, we got rid of him. So this is going to be Mountain Lake. There's really not anything particular here. Oh, there's a node over there. So this is the kind of thing where you'd have to build out to it to pick it up. Not a node, a deposit. I don't see any nodes of anything here yet. And some berries. Grab that. And there is a pod. And there's another pod actually on the beach that I haven't grabbed yet. So we need to do that at some point. Oh boy, that's the alpha. Oh, that's not good. Yeah, you can't jump over him. I'm probably going to die. I did not realize that was an alpha. Yep, he's going to kill me. I did not realize it was an alpha, and there we go. Alright guys, I will bring you back when I have resurrected. Okay guys, we are almost back. This took an insanely long amount of time. I respawned at the hub and I realized all I had up there was the hub, right? I didn't have any of my materials. I needed to rebuild some weapons, like the rebar gun and this Xeno Basher, because I don't know if I'm going to have to fight my way to my death crate. And I couldn't build any of it because they needed, well, I guess I could have built the rebar gun, but I couldn't build the Xeno Basher without the Xeno Zappers. You need two. And I couldn't build them without cable and wire. And I don't have any cable and wire at this base because I'm not doing that production here yet. That's the last thing I need to do. And so I had to run all the way back to the old base and get a bunch of wire, and I just filled up my inventory in wire and cable. And I noticed a bunch of stuff is stopped over there because either the crates had filled up or the crates that were supplying materials had emptied out. So I really need to get everything over here. The last bit it really is going to be the cable and the wire. Not really the cable and the wire, the copper. There were some copper nodes here. I'm going to start with those and just build foundries in the proper place and the ore storage in the proper place. And then after I've got that set up, and then I'll just make constructors right there on the foundry floor just for now, the way I've done with other things. And then over time, we'll put it in the right place. Okay, so now we're coming back, and we've got to get to our death crate. I made sure to bring healing with me and everything, and now that I'm aware that we're talking about an alpha pig beast, I'm prepared, and I know to be more careful. So the crate is over here. I don't know if we're going to have to fight him to pick up the crate. We might. So the crashed pod is over there. Our crate is over here. I think he's going to be more by the pod. Oh. Is he going to kill me again? No, it's a regular one. Okay. Alright. So, what I'm going to do is cheese it, because I really don't like these alphas, and also because you can't just kill them once, you know. So, so we're going to build a killing tower. that he can't get up to. No, not there. There. Let's see. I think that's probably about as far as I want to go. And we gotta just get rid of the ramp. And then he can't come up here. But we can shoot him. The crate's right down there. So we might be able to grab that, actually. Let's go ahead and put the ramp back on. Hopefully I won't die doing this. Okay, we got our crate. Take all. And now we can shoot. I don't know where he went. That worries me a little bit. There he is. Oh, he's stuck in the terrain. That might allow me to kill him. No, not there. This way. Now, of course, he can run under this, which is going to be annoying. Keep track of how many times I shot him. But this is sort of, I don't know, I want to call it an exploit. Because the idea is they cannot reach me unless there's a ramp, right? Or unless I somehow go down. So there's another lake. This is like a crater lake here. There's like two of them. This is a really cool spot. And I think there's room for a generator here because I think there's more coal. So we could build a generator plant, or we could build a steel factory here and then just pipe everything down, which would be a bit inconvenient without trains. We'd need to have trains, I think, for that. And I hear somebody. You're going to be a pain in the neck. Got him. What a jerk. Okay, we can come down now. The regular pig beasts, I'm not that worried about. It's the alphas that bother me. I mean, he might hit me a couple times, but the problem with the alphas is, like, you like literally almost can't jump over them because they're so much bigger. Alright, and we got some wire, and let's see, I'm full up, so we gotta delete some things. Let's delete, I don't want to delete the sulfur. Let's eat a paleberry, and that will make an inventory slot for me. No, paleberry, there we go. And that will make an inventory slot, but we really don't need wire either, so let's ditch that. Let's put the beacon in our hands. Let's see, what does this pod need? 50 megawatts, so we can bring that up here. That's not that big of a deal. Pod 50 MW. And I thought I saw some other stuff. Yep. So we've got computers. We don't really need screws. I mean, I'll pick it up just to get rid of it, but we really don't need screws. We do want motors, because those are hard to make. Alright, so, and there's some quartz here. Okay. I guess we can pick up the raw quartz. And there's more. There's a lot of there are a lot of like little deposits here. Alright, so let's go ahead and beacon this up. And this is going to be Crater Lake. Okay, and let's reload that. So we've got a bunch of stuff here. There's copper here. There's a really cool waterfall over there. And then if we come up here, I'm sure there'll be more pig beasts, because I think there's coal somewhere over here. Yep, pig beasts. But these are not alphas, so... Oh, there's 3 of them. Oh, 4 of them, not good. Man, he sent me far. So that's 3 out of the 4. Getting lots of carapaces. There should be another one, I thought. Yep. Did he get lost? He can't get up. Poor guy. Poor little guy. Oh, there's another one. Got him. Wow. Okay, but there's coal. And is this pure? This is pure. Sweet. So this is C+, carbon plus, positive. So there's 1, but I think there are more. Check this out. Look at that. That is so awesome. We're going to have to make like a bridge over to there or something. There's our sky bridge. And here's some more coal. This is also pure. Alright. Yeah, I think the easiest thing to do is probably going to put the generator plant here. And then just run a wire down, then trying to bring the coal down to make steel with it from up here. I thought there was another node. Let's see. I thought there was another node over here. I thought there were 3 of them. Can't pick up the paleberry. Maybe there are only 2? I could have sworn there were 3. This is a really cool spot. I think it's very pretty up here. This would be a nice spot for a base also. Man, it's so far up you can't even see stuff down there because of the fog. So guys, I hope you've enjoyed this little exploration jaunt. It's kind of cool up here. I definitely like it up in this area. There's our space elevator. You can see it from all over the map, which is really awesome. There's our sky bridge that we came across on. There are our generators. Gotta watch out for the little nasty plants over there. Yeah, I could have sworn there were 3 coal deposits up here. So let's stand here. Like over here. There's a pig beast, so there must be something cool over there. Let's stand here and just hit this again. 1, 2, 3. Yes, there are 3 of them. Okay. So this one does not have a beacon on it. So there are 3 here, all pure, which means we can get 360, and that means that even with just a Mark 1 miner, we can put 24 generators on this thing, which is just awesome. So now I want to see what this pig beast was guarding over here, since we're up here. How long has this video been? Alright, so we're going to stop shortly, but let's just take a look at what's over this way. See what little pig beast is guarding. And let me save this so that I don't do something stupid and something I regret, because I'm not running back to the base again. If this is an alpha or something and I get killed, I'm reloading. I know it's kind of cheesy, but I thought I saw a pig beast over here. There he is. What are you guarding, buddy? Missed him. Yeah, they definitely do a zigzag. That makes it hard to hit. But there we go. So let's see, what was he guarding? Anything? Or is he just wandering around? Is this not beautiful? Maybe this is where we should put, like, a house. I wish you could actually do that. I've said this before, I wish they had, like, furniture so that you could put, like, a bed and a chair and a little TV and stuff like that. I mean, you could put the hub here, but that'd be kind of useless. Is this Sam ore down here? Yep, Sam ore, and we don't yet know what they're going to do with Sam ore. We don't need the quartz, so let's just go ahead and pick this up. That is a work in progress. We don't know what they're doing with that yet. They mentioned it on the live stream, I think it was last week. They said that, you know, they're still working on what to do with the Sam ore. There's Caterium. We don't need that because we got tons of that back at the base. So let's just come over here. I just want you guys to see this one bit here. So you can get up here from Archway Falls, or from, sorry, Niagara Falls, wherever that is. You can get up here, except this whole entire hill coming up is filled with these gas mounds. So you would die walking through it, which is kind of annoying. There are a lot of routes that are blocked. And that means that realistically, is this sulfur? I have room to pick up sulfur. Realistically, you have to build bridges and stuff to get over things, or you've got to create something that will enable you to walk through it safely. I think there's like a Xeno suit or something that you can get that's better than your default survival suit, but I might be wrong about that. It may be that hasn't been created yet also. What I really wish is there is a way to just destroy those things. I don't think even with the bombs that you can create that you can blow up the termite mounds and get rid of them, which I just find frustrating. I feel like we should be able to terraform this whole world, and we should be able to, if we can destroy trees and stuff, we should be able to blow up the termite mounds and these stupid plants that stand up and spray you and stuff. There should be ways to kill all of them. I mean, it's plants, right? These things in particular, they're plants. If I can kill animals, why can't I kill plants? Now, I know bullets and stuff won't kill plants, but surely explosions would. But I don't think they do. So, there's our ramp. We're going to head back there. There's also stuff up there to look at. Look at these really cool, like, balloon growths. These are like fungi or something. They're really cool looking. This is just a really pretty place. This is a nice area up here. So we found some more coal, and we can make more coal generators, which is great. And it's right on the water too, so we can put water generators and pipes up there as well. That will all happen after I bring everything back to my base. I do not want to have to run back for copper anymore. So I'm going to work on that next, guys, and then we're going to be able to start making progress toward actual research and getting the steel made and stuff like that. But I think we'll stop here. Hopefully you've enjoyed our little exploration and you enjoyed watching me get my butt kicked. Until next time, I am Scrapperlock, and this is Satisfactory Early Access Update 3.